For some reason, Magic Carpet hasn't been hyped up very much. That's weird, since it's thousands of times better than most of the crap that gets all the publicity. It's a great game with a low profile.
You'd think EA would want to publicize its latest Bullfrog title, especially when you consider how good it is. But what do I know from marketing? I'm a game reviewer. I know games. And Magic Carpet is a great one.
In Magic Carpet, the world has been torn apart by mages battling for power. It's your job to restore the world's equilibrium and bring it back to the natural order.
You'll do that by flying around on your Magic Carpet and killing monsters to liberate the mana they're made of. When you've collected enough mana, you win the scenario and you go on to the next in the game's series of 50 levels.
Did you say 50?
Yes, I did.
That's a big Twinkie.
From the first frames of its intro animation, Magic Carpet positively reeks of quality. The graphics are great, and if you have a decent speed CD-ROM drive, you'll be treated to some of the smoothest, most lifelike animation around.
It's a setup. It sets the tone for the smoothness of the game. The intro is over 100 megs. It's long, but you won't grow tired of watching it very quickly. You start the game with nothing but your carpet, but you'll immediately see a red urn. These urns are spells you can get. The three most important ones are Fireball for attacks, Possess for capturing mana, and Create Castle.
When you cast Create Castle at the ground, a fortress morphs up right out of the terrain. I love it. You start with just a few towers, but if you cast the spell a couple of more times, you can expand it into a full castle complete with defensive archers. Much of your game will be spent slaughtering monsters. There's a lot of evil beasties to vanquish, ranging from worms to dragons to giant bees to wyverns to... Oh, gee!
Okay, they get the point. When you kill a monster, it explodes into a shower of golden globules. That's mana. By casting your Possess spell at mana, you turn it to your color. You have a hot air balloon that wanders around collecting all mana of your color and taking it back to your castle. Magic Carpet is played with the mouse, which may sound bad, but it works very well. The mouse controls your altitude and banking, and the arrow keys control speed and strafing. You fire spells by clicking the mouse button.
Hitting enter or clicking both mouse buttons pops up this screen. Here you can get a much bigger map of the land and a handle on your spells. There are 24 spells in the game. Highlighting one and clicking readies it for use with that mouse button. A very simple interface.
You won't always be alone either. Enemy mages can pose a real problem, running around trying to steal your mana by changing it to their color. That's a great addition.
If you have a network at your disposal, you can play with up to 8 human players. There's no modem play, and that's one of the game's only faults. Still, the computer will give you enough trouble to keep you occupied. Although I could rant and rave about the gameplay forever, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't mention the amazing landscape in this game. Flying close to the ground has never been this fast or graphically rich.
Magic Carpet is today's Comanche maximum overkill. You can fly between towers, dip into canyons, and drop behind hills with amazing speed, and the terrain looks great. Magic Carpet requires a powerful computer, but this game is worth upgrading for.
Magic Carpet is the most addictive game I've played in a long time. If you're into frenzied combat and fast, highly maneuverable flying, this is a game you absolutely must have. It's another top-notch product from the Bullfrog team.
I think this is the best game Bullfrog has produced yet, and that's saying a lot. It's also one of the most original action games to come down the pike recently. With hyper-addictive gameplay and killer technology on its side, Magic Carpet is a high-flying winner.